Welcome back, guys. Today I'm showing you around Whittier here in Frederick, Maryland. Now this neighborhood's got a little bit of everything: ponds, trails, parks, and even its own little shops and cafes right here in the community. So if you're curious about what makes Whittier such a popular choice, stick around and let's dive in and look at all these geese behind me. If you wondered what that noise was, that's them. All right, so let's touch on some of the homes offered here in the neighborhood. Just like most areas, you're gonna have your typical townhome and you're gonna have your single family homes, but they also offer condos here in the neighborhood, which also adds to the amount of homes in the neighborhood. So to give you an idea of the size of Whittier, you're looking at about 1,600 homes currently built at the time of this video. Now, what you have to be aware of though is that this neighborhood is not brand new. It's been around for quite a long time. It's more of a well-established neighborhood. And for some people, they absolutely love that. They know what they're getting into. Now, other people, that's a total con for them. And you may be looking for something that's newer, that's a brand new build, that you were the first homeowner to live there. You are growing with the neighborhood as it is being built around you. Nothing wrong with that, but I don't think Whittier would be the right spot for you if that's what you're going for. And if that's something you're looking for, I do have a new construction guide in the link below for all the top areas here in Frederick, and also feel free to reach out. I can help you out on that end. So if you're looking to be here, just be aware that it's more of an older style neighborhood. Nothing wrong with that, just a different vibe than your new construction going on today. Let's talk prices here in Whittier, which is one of the most important things for you guys watching this. So the median neighborhood home price is gonna be $360,000. Condos are gonna be within the mid 200s to the low 300s. Townhomes, you're starting in the 300s all the way to the 400s, and rounding out, we have single family homes in the 6 to 700s. So there is a broad range here appealing to most of you guys watching this. There is not a majorly high barrier of entry to be here in Whittier for being in Maryland. Generally, Maryland is more expensive, but overall from 200s all the way up to the 700s, that is a lot lower than you typically see in some of the higher end neighborhoods in Frederick. Now, if you're planning on making the move out here to Maryland, I've said it 1,000 times, but guys, reach out. I'm here to help you. I have helped so many people just like you coming from YouTube, looking to move here to Frederick, to Maryland in general. I've had someone all the way out from Denmark, all the way up out of this country, and they reached out and we found them a home here, and it's been lovely. So if you're thinking about moving here, I am your go-to guy. I can help you find something beautiful. I've lived here my whole life. I can tell you anything that you need to know, walk you throughout the process, and let's get you a home that you deserve. Feel free to reach out. My stuff is right here, and yeah, let's continue on in this video. Now let's talk amenities. The centerpiece here in the neighborhood is gonna be the pond. I'm standing on a bridge right now over the pond, but it's one of those things when you first drive into the neighborhood, it smacks you right in the face. It's something you don't really see in other neighborhoods in this area, with a giant pond that really is the focal point of the neighborhood. And what's so great about it is not only one, I'm on one of the trails surrounding the pond that people are walking their dogs out here right now, and it is 50 degrees. My hands are absolutely freezing. But in the summertime, and also you can go fishing, I believe, and there is a dock right there. There is a pavilion over here. I've seen people actually bring out their lunches and sit by the water. So it's something that Whittier can offer that I don't think a lot of neighborhoods in this area that I know of offer anything along these lines, besides maybe Lake Linganore, but that's a whole different type of ball game in terms of you're getting the sand and everything. And some people just want the green grass and a body of water to hang out by. All right, I'm done talking about the pond. I've rambled on about that. But what's also so great about being here in terms of amenities is that even though it's a more affordable option compared to other neighborhoods within a 10-mile radius, you're definitely not sacrificing on those large amenities that you thought you'd only get in the more expensive neighborhoods. You've got basketball courts, you still got the tennis courts, 3 different pools, walking trails. So there's no shortage of ways to get out and enjoy this neighborhood. It's an all-in-one place that truly, just like any other place, I'm saying truly a lot, but just like any other place, you're gonna have things to do within the community and not feel like to bring your kids to do something, you have to drive 10 minutes away. And don't forget, you also have Frederick and all that it has to offer not too far from this neighborhood at all. Now, lastly, we can't forget about the convenience of having your own shopping center close by. It's nothing crazy, but you got Brothers Pizza, Pig's Barbecue, and some other local spots. And right now I'm also across the pond. I'm looking at an Anytime Fitness. So if you're big into working out, you're right next door to a pretty cheap gym that you can go to that's not too far away. But also if you drive about 5 minutes down the road, you're gonna go straight into a Food Lion, Royal Farms, and a bunch of other different places to go eat. And then a little bit further down the road, you're gonna hit Downtown Frederick and everything within Frederick with your Costco's, your Best Buys, all your different types of foods, Baker Park within downtown. So you are highly covered in terms of food. You're not on an island out here in this neighborhood, as well as grocery shopping and shopping in general. If you want some clothes, you got TJ Maxx, you got Sierra, you got the mall, the FSK mall. So you will be taken care of out here in the neighborhood. Now, when you live here in Whittier, you're gonna be districted to Whittier Elementary School, which is right down the road. Right down there are some portables. And then you go to West Frederick Middle School and then Frederick High School. So there is a proven track to get from elementary to high school here with the different schools you go to. At the time of this video, it may change due to zoning. We all know how that goes. But I'm also gonna throw some information down below for greatschools.org, niche.com, some resources for you to look at different ratings of the schools and do your own educated research on it. Because I know for the kids, when you're coming to a new neighborhood, that is sometimes the most important thing you wanna know when bringing your family here. So there you go. Now let me talk to you about the type of people that I typically work with that end up here in Whittier or are drawn to this type of neighborhood. Most times they find themselves looking in a neighborhood like Urbana or like Linganore for that fact, or Spring Ridge, where the home prices are a little bit higher. What they can afford most likely in those areas are gonna be a townhome, and they're just tired of townhomes. They cannot share a wall with anyone else. They're done with it. They need more room for the kids, the dogs, they need the backyard and so forth. So we expand their search a little bit and they end up out here, which is really not far from anything. It's got everything that you need, but they can afford a single family home out here that most likely they wouldn't be able to get in those areas. That's mainly who ends up being out here, or they just love Frederick in general and wanna be closer to your downtown, or they like being out here because you can't see now, I'll throw some drone shots up here, but you are closer in the mountains. There's a little bit less going on. Now, if the age of the houses are concerned, just keep in mind, I most likely would rather buy a home built in the late 90s than something in the mid 2000s. Now, you may think I'm sounding crazy right now, but the reason being is that people in the late 90s, they've already recycled their big ticket items. They've already replaced their HVAC. They've already replaced their roof most times, and they've already done their hot water heater because it's gotten to that point. Now, homes in the mid 2000s, it is in that weird spot where they can hold on to their HVAC and keep it running. And so you're gonna move into something with an older unit, and you're gonna have to spend that $10,000 to $20,000 when you move in to make sure you have something that is reliable. Now that is a wrap on our tour of Whittier. I hope this gives you a good sense of what makes this neighborhood so great to live in, or just give you a better idea if you had it on your radar and you want to learn a little bit more about it. Now, if you are coming this way, you're on your way to Maryland, once again, I'm here to help. So feel free to reach out, and I have some resources below and the ability for you to click a Calendly link to have a Zoom call with me for me to get a better understanding of how I can help you or answer any questions that you may have. Phone number and everything is down below, and I will see you guys in the next video.